Hey there, Goblins and Boppers. Happy 420, 420. Today's a special episode. It's 1 year since the first episode of TYSO, so thank you. Yeah, it's our 1 year anniversary, and what better way to celebrate than with my favorite people. Now, Dad Teddy 1.0 and Dad Teddy 2.0 are some of my favorite episodes of TYSO from the past year. This is obviously different. We're in quarantine. Teddy is in New York. My dad is in Cleveland. I'm in Los Angeles. And I got to tell you, boy, are all of our arms tired. But this is what it is. So we celebrate 420 and the year anniversary together in our homes. So we'll get right into it. But before I do, I got to give a shout out to my Patreon patrons, Scott Bracken, GB, Pippi Z, Hugh Jass, Funny, and Christopher Reed. If you guys want to be named on the Take Your Shoes Off podcast, all you got to do is go to patreon.com/takeyourshoesoff. It's $7,000 a month, but believe me, it's worth it. You're part of TYSO history. This episode is brought to you by thecoinbros.com and, of course, Marshall Rug Gallery. And music.
Scoot-doo, blabbity-blue. Scoop-dee. Oh, yeah!
I don't have a microphone.
You don't have headphones that have a microphone?
I have a headphone. No, this is like my wireless.
That's his wireless
headphones.
Bose stuff. That maybe doesn't have a microphone. He's right.
Yeah. I'm not too optimistic about this, guys.
How's my audio, Ricky? Is mine better than Teddy's?
Your audio's good. There's just quite a lag, and there's some electric music happening for some reason in the background.
That's me.
I know.
Want me to turn that off?
See, when he talks close, I can hear him better.
Yeah, it's better when you're closer, Teddy.
All right, let me go. How about that?
Yeah.
How's that? Any better?
It's the best
I
it's
can
ever
hear you
been.
real good now.
Before we get started, I want to give a major shout out to Kiva Chocolates, who's going to get me high today. Kiva Chocolates, a higher chocolate experience.
Kiva chocolate.
Kiva sent me a whole bunch of chocolates and gummies, CBDs and THCs, and I've been really enjoying myself. So Kiva, thank you.
I think Kiva has a very good brand with all their edibles, by the way.
Yeah? What's your favorite?
Yeah. Well, I don't really do edibles much, but I do respect the brand name Kiva. I know they're top in their class.
That is correct.
Can I take a shout out to, I want to put a shout out to Galaxy here, okay?
Okay.
Because they make the special, look at this one. I want to show you this. This is very
Show me.
special. Look at the size of this sucker.
Oh, boy, that's a Groucho Marx stogie there.
Oh,
What's the tip look like? What's the tip of that?
yeah, look at that.
Turn it around. Let me see the other side. Oh, yeah, okay. Nice filter. Yeah, okay.
Heap all over the place, right?
Yeah,
You gotta love it.
that's nice.
All right.
Is that what you're doing
By the way,
tonight?
yeah, that's what we're doing tonight. Are we on, or this is just bullshit?
We're on, baby.
No, we're rolling.
We're rolling. All right.
Yeah.
How's Betty doing? How's Betty?
Betty is in London, and she's stuck, and it sucks over there, and it is what it is.
Oh, she got stuck over in London. Fuck, that sucks.
Uh-huh.
That sucks. Yeah. And you're all alone, man. You must be going nuts, like
Yeah, how...
the germs and shit. You must be.
Yeah, I get packages. When I get packages, if there's no perishables in there, I don't open them for 3 days, and then I dispose of them immediately. I'm going nuts over here. That's why I'm trying to do Dad and Teddy 3.0 over the internet. I'm going so nuts.
3.0 on 420. That's what you're looking for, right?
Well, that's what everyone's doing. This SNL did it last night. I mean, let's do it, baby. I said, let's go with it.
But they all have better connections. Guys, this episode
True.
is...
I don't care who you know.
Okay.
Yeah.
Those jokes are really hard when there's like 2 seconds between.
All right.
Okay, well, is everybody... Did you eat your chocolates yet, Ricky?
Yeah, so I shouted out to Kiva. Teddy shouted out to Galaxy. Who are you shouting out today?
Well, I got a few choices here. I got some blueberry cheesecake here.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Okay.
I got some That is that's a hybrid right there. 30.5% THC.
Blueberry cheesecake is a hybrid.
Blueberry
a lot
cheesecake.
of carbs.
Yes. What can I tell you? I don't name them. I just smoke them. Or I can do grape head
Oh, that's a
sativa.
good one. Oh, I like that.
Teddy,
I like
you know grape
this
head?
too. This is Dozy Face, another favorite of mine. But what I'm really going to go
I
for
love it. I love it.
is this garlic cookies. Okay.
Ooh.
This is, look closely. I don't know if the camera can pick this up. Get out of my water, Fafi. I don't know if the camera can pick this up, but this is 38.5% THC.
Ooh,
That's some adult shmee, boys.
Hey, check this out. Check this out. Look at this.
Actually, it's 34.2
Hey, yo.
THC, and then
Wake up.
Teddy,
Yes.
it's not clear enough. We can't see. Teddy, baby,
tell us
maybe
what
just
it
tell
is.
us.
We trust you.
All right, you trust me? Okay,
Yeah.
I'm going to tell you. You ready?
Yeah.
Stand down. Stand
Okay.
down. So everyone sit down. 71.2.
Get out.
71.2. Can you see that?
Wow. That's lethal. Can you blow it
Alright.
this way? Well, and you do pre-rolls. I want to show you something else that I do now. I do everything in sterilized bullets,
Oh, yeah.
different colors.
Yeah. Very nice.
Load
very
'em up.
nice.
And I'm all loaded up. I got 20 of them here.
You know, we're 68, 67, 68, and we're having more fun than ever. Isn't that great?
Why do you think you're having more fun now than ever?
It's a beautiful thing.
It's called recreational because there's more choices now. It's like it turned into a whole thing, man. It's like crazy.
I believe
you know?
what he means is that for us now, instead of going to our neighborhood drug dealer, we walk into stores and buy pot that's rated and tiered and measured, and you know what it is, and you can get as much as you want, and it's a beautiful thing.
Love it.
Teddy, could you play It's a Beautiful Thing on your electric guitar for a moment?
Absolutely not.
All right.
Hey, I'm wearing my my take your shoes off merch.
Ooh, that's nice merch.
And I don't know if I'm turning around enough. I got my 6 lead merch on too.
Whoa.
My camera there.
Yeah, I
I
see
couldn't
it.
find my shirt.
Yeah, Ricky's merch is good stuff though. Oh yeah, Teddy, that joint looks nice. 71%.
Fucking ridiculous. I hope I'm still standing. You know.
Have either of you boys gotten high yet today?
Well,
Because Teddy,
I
you
have
seem
to
you seem okay.
Yeah, I'm okay. I'm good.
yeah, I
I
occasional.
rested up.
Right, I just took the occasional, get through the day toke, but nothing really stoned yet.
I want to tell you what I got into today. I got into a smoothie with hemp seeds, with protein, with kale, water, and ice, coconut oil, Nuka honey, cinnamon, and sea salt, and collagen
Excuse
powder.
me for interrupting, Ricky,
And-
but that's so similar to what I had for lunch today too, which was Hebrew National salami on Davis rye bread. Shout out
High
to
bread.
Tyler Ween, who went shopping for me at Heinen's today. But just like what you had, same nutrients, same amount of proteins, maybe a little bit more carb and a little bit of gluten. Otherwise,
I'm having chicken parm later. I'm waiting.
you
I'm
are a
waiting.
chicken parm. If
I'm having a
I
chicken
could win a
parm.
quiz show, if you tell me what Teddy's having for dinner on any given night, especially if it goes out, it'll be a Caesar salad and a chicken parm.
I got the Caesar salad up
Yeah.
there, definitely.
Hey,
Ray
Teddy,
Charles
I
saw
love
that coming.
Teddy, I love your music, but the guitar isn't working.
Okay, I'm gonna put it down. You know, I'm watching right now Chris D'Elia on stand up on at Netflix. Of course, it just came flying by on my Netflix. So what's going on, Rick? What's the story in LA?
Well, before we get into that,
A lot better than New York.
Chris D'Elia just had a new special that came out this week, and we'd love to give a big shout out to Chris D'Elia and Kiva Chocolates and Galaxy Weed and Blueberry Cheesecake Hybrid. It is to you all that keep us laughing. Cheers from TYSO.
Cheers.
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 I really don't like not having you guys in the room. This is
in the studio. I agree.
I appreciate you guys for watching this, and I hope you enjoy. And I know I'm gonna have a great time. But I really, not only do I miss you guys, it also the dynamic between everybody is just it's a little difficult, isn't it?
It's difficult, but it's close. It's close. As close as you can get without me hugging you. You know what I'm saying?
I do.
It
we
kind of
can't-
reminds
we
me.
don't-
It
We
kind of
all have to
reminds
wear
me.
masks now.
Nice talking to you. It kind of reminds me, Ricky, that you're a news host and we're the two correspondents, and there's always a delay when the correspondent answers. Like, did you get your duck sucked today, John?
Your dick sucked? Did you say?
Oh yeah, that was later on earlier this evening. Yes.
All right. Well, how about we do this? How about you guys will be my correspondents out in the field, and we're gonna check in with Teddy Wender in Long Island, New York. Teddy Wender just found out that his wife is upset with him. Teddy, what is going on?
I would make a preface that he's in the epicenter of the coronavirus syndrome. Virus.
Let me give you an update on the coronavirus out here.
Okay.
We are in the epicenter. It's in Suffolk County. It's like we started in New York and moved to Nassau, and now it's moving out here. Os Daniel is in Montauk, so he's the last one to get it, right? So
Right.
Hopefully he stays cool, but that's the story. Right now we're in the middle of it. I haven't left my house in 5 weeks. It's got to be 5 weeks, right? And thank God my Shmee guy delivers. This is a really wonderful thing. I'll tell you how we do it. I give him a check, put it under the special spot, text him, it's in the spot. I come there the next morning, and there it's like Santa Claus. Santa Claus. Fucking fucking shit. So, and it's a beautiful thing. So far, so good.
How are you getting your groceries,
I got
Teddy?
enough to last me till to July. Well, that's a good question. My friend
you.
Mitch went out today and got some groceries.
Oh, we'll have to make a big
Maria,
shout out to
our
Mitch.
housekeeper, who we let go. Mitch, absolutely, and Maria.
Teddy, when you say you let your housekeeper go, it sounds like you didn't let her go. You pushed her out. Letting go is more like she wants to quit.
That's
And you let her
Maria's
go.
talking about.
I told Maria. No. She's still on the payroll.
Yeah.
I told Maria to stay home just because of health reasons. Okay, I don't want her to.
What do you mean on the
you know,
payroll?
on the payroll.
Bring anything in.
Teddy, explain this.
Paying her even though she's not working.
But explain this to people who don't have a payroll for their house cleaner. That it doesn't treat it as such a business. What'd you say?
They're like what you call. Then you go to unemployment at that point. But right now she's still employed. Thank God I can afford to employ her under these conditions.
Teddy, how many people do you have on your payroll, and who are they?
Including you and me?
Well, basically, my kids are okay. They're on their own, right?
Okay.
So I have one employee, partner Chris, who I haven't seen in 5 weeks, but he's still doing my releases, and we're still making music anyway from distance, So it's all good.
You heard it here first. Teddy is still getting his releases being done.
Yes,
Yeah.
absolutely. Check out what is it? TeddyWender.com, or anything on Spotify or Amazon or Apple Music. Teddy Wender, punch it in, and you download a lot of shit.
I'm gonna have you give me a link to one of your songs, and I'm putting in the description. What is it gonna be? And Dad, did you just fart?
No. Oh, no, I was leaning this way because Teddy was off camera, so I was trying to see him the right way. Yeah.
Teddy, how are you? And how are you and the missus?
We're terrific. I mean, under the circumstances, I haven't killed her in 5 weeks. She's almost killed me once or twice, but I'm very resilient, and I don't have the virus, no symptoms, thank God. And my garden is coming up.
Why did she almost kill you? Teddy, I want to hear some Teddy Vicky stories right now.
Oh God, no, you don't.
Yeah,
No,
I
you
do.
don't.
Give us a little something. We want to meet the husband now when he's in New York.
Well, I do all the cooking, and I had a revolt the other day. I said, it's not fair that I have to cook for a month and a half and serve you every friggin' night.
Yes, it's fair. That's fair.
I mean, can't I get one fucking meal out of it? You know? No. So
It's the
after
same situation in my house. My wife's not even allowed in the kitchen. She fucks up a scrambled egg. She doesn't know how to make a grilled cheese. Okay. The only she can reheat pretzels.
I don't want to cook anymore. I don't want to cook.
You ever heard of DoorDash?
Yeah, I've been using that shit.
Okay.
I got one
Quit
upstairs,
complaining.
right, waiting for me. I've got my chicken parmesan.
Yeah.
Use a salad all ready for me upstairs. Especially after this guy. Look at that. Holy shit. I got to hold my new ashtray. Hold on. There we go.
Are you reporting in to me now, Ricky?
Steve, we have Steve live from Cleveland, Ohio.
Have we peaked in Cleveland?
We have not peaked in Cleveland yet, okay? I don't go to work. Sometimes I go ahead.
Well, when you're done with that, I want to hear about the food situation at home, too. But what were you saying about not working?
Well, we can go right to food.
Yeah, I'd like to know because Teddy is the one who cooks for the house. But as we all know, you're the one that cooks the chicken and the potatoes.
I do some cooking for food that I have. Mom.
Griller.
Yeah, right. I eat chicken. I grill burger every now and then. And in between, I get DoorDash from Chipotle or
Chick-fil-A.
I like to get some chicken from yours truly, the Buffalo Bites. But now's not the time to talk about Buffalo Bites because now's the time we think we need to start talking about we need to stop eating animals. The world is dying, boys.
I tried Beyond Burger.
Yeah? What'd you think?
I like the Beyond Burger, but I tried making it with like meatballs out of it, trying to be a little more experimental. They suck. Okay. So if you wanted just a burger, Beyond Burger works, but not for meatballs.
If you want,
my opinion,
to use Beyond Burger, do it for a burger, not for meatballs. Thank you, Teddy, and we'll be right back with a word from Marshall Rug Gallery. Carpet, hardwood, rugs, and luxury vinyl. That was a great.
What? But as long as you're back, I gotta say that if you go to Marshall Rug Gallery on Facebook or on Instagram, we're running a wonderful $6.99 special for 8x11 Karastan rugs. Ship them all over the country, freight free.
Wait,
check it
out.
out.
What do you mean? You mean an 8x11 Karastan for $6.99? That's your cost. How are you getting that to the consumer shipped for such an outrageous price?
Well, Ricky, actually, it's not the wool Karastan that you're used to, which would now go for $26.99. This is the Euphoria Smart Strain Karastan, which is unbelievable. It's pet stain free. It cleans easily. It's so soft to the touch. It's our most popular rug. It sells normally for $9.99. It's now $6.99, freight free, delivered to your door.
What I want to know is, how could you have a rug that's soft, that's beautiful, that's a Karastan, that's pet stain free?
How is that possible?
It's a beautiful thing, Rick. Smart Strand. Google it.
I would like to. It was making me think of when DeVito talks to Marissa Tomei and My Cousin Vinny when he has her up on the stand, and he keeps asking her more and more questions to prove it. When she goes, "That's a bullshit question." It's like, how is it a bullshit question? It's a bullshit question. Everybody knows that they didn't have the, and then they're like, fucking yeah. And then he goes up there and he's like, now let me ask you something. He's like,
you know what the fucking cameras do.
And he goes, yeah, but how did you know this? There's more. The defense was wrong. Oh my God. And then she goes, you've been a lovely witness. And then the judge is like,
so do I.
I love that movie, man.
It's great roles in that movie. Great job. That. We've watched a lot of old movies the last month, I'll tell you that much. Hey, Rick.
Dad.
Two things, Rick.
Start with the second one.
I watched, okay, Okay. The second one is I watched Rocky Balboa circa 2005 for the first time today. Actually, I only watched the last half hour, which I'm sure was the only part I had to watch. My question to you is, you remember the movie?
That is the one that I've only seen once, but I do remember it. He goes 10 rounds.
Okay. It went 10 rounds. Big boxer, nice guy. Buddha, that was a typical Rocky. Both fighters got the shit beat out of them. They came back. They're down. Broken hand. Boom, boom, boom. Great. I really liked the last 10. It was a classic Rocky, and it was perfect. My question is...
Wait, Dad, make sure before...
Of him,
wait. Before you do it, you have to say if it's a spoiler.
Yeah.
Is there a spoiler?
Definite spoiler.
Okay, so all you have to do is say, hey, spoiler alert.
Okay, thanks for that.
I'll put up a bar, so the bar will go, and when the bar ends at the bottom of the screen, that's when the spoiler will
Ted,
be over.
Did you see the movie?
I hate the Rocky movie.
Right,
yeah,
so
I've
I don't
seen
care
it.
if you get spoiled.
Yeah,
Okay.
I saw it.
All right, so spoiler alert. Okay. Can I go?
Uh-huh.
So what is the significance in that close fight, split decision, 95-94, the champion, 95-94, Rocky, and at the end, he's walking up. What's the significance of him losing?
For
Can I
the
tell
next
you?
movie.
No, that's his last fight.
I'll tell you what it
He's not
is.
going to come back and fight again.
I'll tell you what it is.
All right.
Rocky, whatever.
What is it? He should have won the fight going away. That's it. Bye. See ya. Rise into the sunset.
It's the same reason why Stallone allowed the original...
Didn't have a sequel. They didn't have a sequel after that.
Are you saying Rocky 2?
Because there was a Rocky 3.
There's 7 of them.
Is like
he's talking
Rocky
about
14,
the new. He's talking about
this
Balboa.
Is the last one.
Yeah.
This is when Rocky's like 47 years old and he fights this big guy who could beat the shit out. And the announcer's going, he's not going to go 3 rounds. This is just an exhibition. And Mike Tyson goes to the champ. You're checking out what he fight Rocky for, and Rocky, comes back the way he does. But it's his last fight. Even what's his brother-in-law's name, or
Oh, that guy. Yeah.
Paulie.
And his son. He's got his grown-up son. Dad, it's your last round. Fight it like it's the last thing, And he comes back, and at the end, the spoiler alert.
Dad, let me tell you what it is. In Rocky 1, Rocky was a nobody. He was just this kid from Philadelphia who had a medium loss record, who had an iron jaw, a lot of grit, and just nobody cared about him. He goes toe-to-toe with the greatest there is, Apollo Creed. He loses, but overnight he becomes this celebrity. Not because he won, but because he had grit. And Rocky isn't a story about a champion. Rocky's a story about a man who knows that if you don't give up, you don't sit down, and if you don't sit down, you will rise. So the first Rocky opens with a loss, finding who he is. The last movie ends with a loss, knowing who he is. And what they all have in common is Rocky isn't a man. Rocky's you, Dad. Rocky's you, Teddy. Oh, shit, the fuck? Rocky Balboa is me. And it doesn't matter if you win or lose. What matters is you stand up. What matters is you recognize that you have family, you have trust, you have work ethic. You, my friend, have a franchise. Rocky Balboa is brought to you by Marshall Rug Gallery. We'll be right back with a word from our sponsors. So make the right choice and visit Marshall Carpet One and Rug Gallery. And we promise, with more than 50 years as a family-owned business, we've got you covered.
I will say this.
Say that.
And
Say
we're
that.
back. But yes, I will say this. It was stupid as it was. It makes sense. He lost the first Rocky, won all the Rockies in between, and lost the last Rocky.
I would say he actually lost...
Along those same lines.
But may I?
Yes, you may.
You said he lost in the first one and lost in the last one. Now, what's important that you take from what I'm saying is Rocky is all of us, and there isn't one win or one loss. I would and will and am going to argue that Rocky lost in every movie that he was in. Rocky lost Paulie. Rocky lost Apollo. Rocky lost himself. Rocky lost his fans. Rocky lost his money. Rocky lost his family. The thing that you have to remember about Rocky is it isn't a name, it's a description of life. Rocky.
All right, too much Rocky.
Yeah.
Come on, move on.
Yesterday, Well, actually, Friday I watched the 2005 Masters with Tiger winning when he hit that great shot on 16 that rolled in that showed the Nike swish and then rolled into the hole. Blah blah blah.
We'll show a clip.
And then yesterday, they replayed the final round of the 2019 Masters, which Tiger won. I guess it was 11 years in between majors, okay? And then I thought, they're going to make a movie about Tiger. He's been an unbelievable person, and they're going to make it soon. Wouldn't you say, Ricky?
Who would you say would be best fitted to play him?
Funny you ask, because I gave it some thought, and I'm going to tell you who it is.
And he'll tell us. Oh, I was gonna cut to like a commercial, so it's a cliffhanger.
Okay.
I probably bleeped your answer.
What I just said.
Yeah, we'll bleep. We're gonna bleep that answer, and if you want to know who it is, we'll be right back. Calling all gas stations, 24-hour convenience stores, and smoke shops in the California and Florida area. Right now, times are tough, and we at TYSO are big on not leaving the house, obviously. So this advertisement is to plant a seed for when quarantine is over, and you're interested in making some extra monthly cash with a Coinbros Bitcoin ATM in your venue. Here's how it works. Hello?
Hey, Rick, did you know the Coin Bros will place a stylish, easy-to-use Bitcoin ATM in your venue and pay you monthly rent to host?
Yeah, the Coin Bros literally takes care of everything, and it makes it easy for you to increase foot traffic and earn extra monthly passive income.
Doesn't the Coin Bros also reward successful referrals?
Yeah. If you connect a location that agrees to host one of your ATMs, you get compensated. Visit thecoinbros.com and fill out. Hold on, try that again. Visit thecoinbros.com and fill out their contact form, or simply call their 24-hour customer service for more details.
For more details.
All right, yeah. What is that? Why you called?
Yeah.
All right, back to the podcast.
Sounds good.
And we're back.
We're back.
We're back.
We're back.
So right before this advertisement break, we were discussing Tiger Woods as one hell of a career, one hell of a story, would make one hell of a movie, and Dad has an idea of who would play Tiger Woods.
We'll be right back.
Who would play him, Dad?
Tiger Woods. Who's going to play Tiger Woods?
Who's going to
Brad
play
Pitt,
him?
of course.
I think it's got to be Lamorne.
Lamorne?
I think he could do a great job, yeah.
Well, let me get Lamorne on the phone.
I'm sure he's much too busy to talk to you right now, Ricky. Ted, how's that joint doing?
Oh, my God. I'm halfway through, babe.
It looks good.
Through.
I know it is.
Yeah.
Did you see it?
Because the connection is a little laggy, I'm going to need you to do it in slow motion.
I'm going to have a hit of garlic cookie. I think it's time we talk about Teddy's new country album that just got released, because it's awesome.
Teddy, tell us about your country album that just got released.
On Apple Music, Friends Forever, I play the songs of Harold Logan, my mentor, songs that haven't been released. And it took me 4 years to put this together. We've been friends for over 50 years, and it's
some great music,
some great songs, man, with some great musicians.
Why do you think it took 46 years to get this started?
Well, there was a couple of things that happened in the early days that roads that were came to when he made some wrong turns, and deals that were in process never got to the point where they were distributed.
Of course, I don't know. I don't know anything about what you were just saying.
Well, basically, when you try to make a career, and sometimes it doesn't work out. So some things get missed, and there are a lot of people out there who have amazing stuff that no one will ever hear. But he was my mentor, and I felt it was my responsibility almost.
You brought up a great point that there's a lot of amazing musicians out there that nobody will hear, and we at TYSO want to make sure that we give those people a platform so people can finally hear them. So we're going to come right back to you, Teddy. But first, we have a special treat, an unknown artist who has an amazing voice that I wanted to give an opportunity to. We'll be right back. Maria, I just met a girl named Maria, and suddenly that name will never be the same to me, Maria. I just kissed a girl named Maria.
And we're back. That was amazing. Wow.
Yeah, didn't you like him or her?
Loved him and her.
Oh,
Or her.
fantastic. Fantastic.
What was your favorite lyric, Dad, in that song that we just played? And what do you think it means?
Love. I think it means love.
Teddy, what was your favorite
I
lyric?
love the. I like the scatting. You know that the scatting. You go whoa, whoa. I
Yeah.
like that part. You know that really got me.
You know, Teddy
Like
has
that.
that really raspy, bluesy voice.
Teddy, could I hear you sing a little lick from one of your songs?
For one of my songs.
Yeah, one of your songs from your
Hang
new
on,
country
let me
album.
see if I can find it.
No, I want to hear. This is a live performance.
No, I know. I
Country
just want
album.
to see what songs. What's going on, Rick?
He's probably headed over to the piano, is my guess.
Oh, okay. Teddy, do Honky Tonk Honeymoon.
Ooh, honky tonk
that's a hard
honeymoon.
one.
This is a honky tonk honeymoon. We got the
That's not-
honky.
That's the groove.
No, but yeah, come on, let's do some. I was feeling that
Do
groove.
old rock and roll. Do the first one.
Oh, rock and roll, old rock and roll. I go.
Old rock and roll.
I can still remember Mama wheeling out to my back door. I'll go get my I can't go. This ain't no music. I can't go. How can you do this? So I can't go. That's one of them. You know.
Yeah,
You got-
and we're
just-
back.
What happened to music? I'm more like
Dude.
let's go get stoned.
Yeah,
Good
idea. Go
stoned.
get stoned.
Let's go get stoned. When your baby.
Dad,
Yeah, how we doing?
that was good.
Yeah.
I was just gonna talk to Dad while you were
That's cool.
playing, but I think the chocolate is the chocolate is just kicking in now.
Just working now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm feeling.
All right.
How about a big
All
hand
right,
for
man.
Teddy playing live music? I love Teddy's voice. I know the sound on this isn't the best, but live, he's something else. He is.
There I was, doing a podcast with my dad and my cousin Teddy. Now this is a treat. Now, Dad, I don't like being so far away from home right now. I'll tell you, with this virus going on, it's real depressing.
Nothing would make me happier.
Than giving
I
you
like my boy.
Nothing would make me happier than have you and Matthew home right now. Nothing.
Miles away.
so far away.
I like to hold you in my arms.
If I could hold you in my arms, then,
You're too far away.
but I would have to. I would have to quarantine for 2 weeks, I wouldn't be able to watch
Ricky.
TV shows with you guys. Yeah. Edit all this out.
I have a question about the virus, Ricky.
Yeah. I'm sure I have an answer.
Ricky,
Yeah.
I have
Yeah.
a question about the virus.
What is it?
Can you get it if someone farts on you?
Only if they have it.
Can it be passed through a fart?
Yes.
We're working on that. Fauci's working on
No, but the truth is, Dad, the virus.
I mean, if you're walking and they tell you to be 6 feet away from somebody, but say we're walking
you're
around the oval and there's somebody that's 10 feet in front of me, walking in front of me that happens to have the virus and farts, and I walk right into it, can I get infected?
Not if he's wearing pants. Pants are the mask for the butt, and the virus particles don't get through the underpants, or as they say in England, just pants.
But a naked fart, I might be in trouble, huh?
Yeah, but if you're walking around the oval and there's a naked man in front of you, just pass him.
Okay.
That's where the saying "passing gas" comes from. Passing gas wasn't originally used farter; it was the person going around them. That was back when the Spanish plague was.
They were passing the person with the gas.
Yeah, PDP,
Yes.
WTG.
So, Ricky, have you left the apartment or what?
Teddy, I haven't left the apartment since October.
Ricky doesn't
Seriously.
even have a car, Teddy. Ricky doesn't even own a car.
No, he had a car.
Yeah,
He's
the lease expired, and I haven't gotten a new
Audi?
car yet because I don't go anywhere.
Oh shit! So you haven't left out of your apartment? That must be tough, man. Apartment's tough.
Yeah, I'm kind of losing it over here. I'm not losing it, I guess. That's not fair to say. I'm okay, but all I'm doing, I go to bed at 6 to 7 a.m. I wake up at 2 to 3 p.m. I work on the podcast for 5 hours.
Or 4
and then,
p.m.
Or 5 p.m. But I work on the podcast, and then I
Or
watch
5
TV
p.m.
shows, and it sucks. I got nothing. No one to talk to. Anybody I talk to has a lag.
I can't believe she's in London and stuck over there.
I
can't
know. It's
believe
bad
that,
in
man.
London, just like
That
it is
sucks,
in New
man.
York right now. I know.
I know. It's terrible. Terrible, man. It's
Yeah.
fucked up.
Well,
Fucked up, yeah.
I did something really nice.
What'd you do?
I gave her my Hulu password.
I gave you my Amazon password today.
Hey, I didn't use it.
Hey, by the way, Ricky, we should give a shout out to Melissa's Cupcakes if they came through for you.
Yeah, so I don't know if Melissa's cupcake. Well, we'll have to see. Dad ordered me some gluten-free cupcakes. Non-gluten-free cupcakes came. I reached out. Maybe they'll send some gluten-free cupcakes. But until then, I can't do a proper ad.
I thought they said that they were going to send you that, but we'd be responsible for the freight.
Yes, in May. I'll believe it when I see it.
Oh, and you mean they won't be available till May, the cupcakes? Is that what they said?
When somebody tells
Delay
me that
'cause
their
of the virus.
gluten-free cupcakes are available in May, I say to them, may be. Because if you don't have them now, why will you have them then?
Then you know
Exactly.
what, Ricky? That was a premature shout out.
Yeah.
And I don't usually do premature shout outs, but obviously I'm victimized and did a premature shout out.
You often refer to yourself as a victim when you're high.
Well, I'm often
He's
high.
vulnerable.
Now I lost place. Where was I?
Sorry,
Anyway.
that's my
Yeah.
fault. Really,
Anyway, I
I'm
met
a
the-
victim.
You're a victim?
A victim of being stoned.
Okay.
We didn't even,
Oh,
we didn't even finish the
It's
joint.
not his fault.
No.
He's fleeing the
Don't tell him.
he's
Don't tell
fleeing
him.
the shmee. He's fleeing the shmee. Okay. So I meet this kid.
Welcome,
20
Uncle Bob.
Frankly, I don't remember saying that, but how can I lie? It was on tape.
Yeah, well,
All right.
you know what they say.
You taking a look at this?
Jesus, Teddy, you almost
I
finished that whole
forgot.
thing,
Am
huh?
I doing blue or
This
red?
started as a full joint.
Yeah.
Look at this shit.
That's a Uber Roach.
If you smoke the blue one, you will, yep, you're going to stay in the Matrix.
Well, the blue one is the garlic cookies, and the red one is the chocolate.
Why a garlic
Oh,
cookie?
man.
A garlic and cookies are the furthest
I
thing
don't
apart
know.
of what I would eat, but not together.
Let me tell you something. When I'm in the carpet and rug business, the strangest thing in the world, there has to be 5,000 carpet samples in our store, 4,000 carpet samples. Most of them are beige, and they all have a different color.
Right.
They have a
That's the
different
same
color
thing with
name.
weed.
That's what they must do. They all get stoned in a room. Okay, we'll call this one Goldenrod Harvest.
Oh,
We'll call
that's
this
the
one
best. Isn't that great?
Subdued Cheyenne Fields.
I like this one. This one's called "Can't Find My Bike."
That's the name of the shmee. Can't find my bike. That makes sense. Can't find my bike. Right. Like literally, I don't like blueberry cheesecake. I mean, I like the shmee blueberry cheesecake, but I don't like blueberry cheesecake. Reality blueberry cheesecake. I don't like any kind of cheesecake. Plus, I don't like blueberries.
I agree with them. I like the natural flavor of the shmee. Panama Red is a very good rug name. Colombian Gold, that was a good one. Yeah.
Thai stick teriyaki.
How about Mishwaquan?
No, that was a kind of, that's the white stone pipe that we have. Is
No,
called
that's the Michelin.
No.
No, the right?
No, it's not a
What was that
tire.
called?
It's a mispecan.
I have no idea what you guys are talking about.
The Michigan.
Yeah,
Mishwaquan.
the Turkish. There's a Turkish stone that when you smoke anything out of a pipe, it's a certain rock,
It's
and it's
white.
a very porous
It's
rock,
white.
and they're high quality pipes, and they're called
Right.
Mesmecan pipes, not Michelin pipes, as Teddy thought.
Oh.
Google it. I used to have them all the time. They'd have faces carved in them with
Yeah.
stems, and they're really
I got
nice.
one of those
but
somewhere.
I'd clog
I
them
got
up
one of
after
those.
3 days.
Right. The
And
gooky.
you couldn't
like,
touch the bowl, remember, Ted? Because that would block the pores. Right. This is a hell
But it
of a
was-
lot easier, and you can throw it away. Yeah, well, it's good. I got stoned, I'll tell you that.
Hell yeah.
How about you,
Look at that.
Ricky? You feel those Kiva chocolates yet?
Yeah, I feel the chocolates, but sometimes,
Hey, Ricky.
yeah.
By Steve. By the way, Steve.
Yes.
The package came.
Good. We'll talk about that later. Ricky, one of the favorite stories that I have with you forever, I guess, I don't know why it's so memorable, but maybe you can fill in my background of it, but it's the time when the hand was first introduced into our family heritage. Do you remember when that was?
More prevalent now than ever, I would say.
Yes, right. But when did the term
Hold on one
hand
sec.
come? Where were you? Do you remember? Teddy?
Yeah,
You
man.
got the package? Okay. For those of you, we're
God.
probably going to cut this out, but I send Teddy Viagra all the time because he needs it.
Keep up the good work. Man.
Yes, you too.
Send me back next week.
I wasn't able to hear
here
you
comes
guys at all.
Ricky. Oh, okay. I just said that you're doing a great job with this podcast.
Oh, thank you so much.
You're welcome.
So, Ricky, how do you live in like a two-bedroom?
Right, the glove. Right. Well,
There's
Ricky,
the glove.
but the story starts because weren't you young and wasn't I taking you to the doctor?
Yeah,
and we're in the waiting room and you got in the Ricky mood.
And think there's something wrong with my poopies.
All right, so listen.
Are we doing
whenever we were there,
Mandel
okay,
or what? What's
I think that has to be, how many years ago is that, Ricky?
I don't know. I would say it's around maybe bar mitzvah time. So
quarter of a century,
20 years ago.
Bar mitzvah time. Anyway, it was a long time ago. During this quarantine of 4 weeks, Debbie's been cleaning up the house, finding stuff for the kids, throwing stuff away. And here's what she found, Ricky. Thank goodness. You stole this that day.
Oh, that's right.
And we've had them ever since, and I've been using them.
That's so funny.
Look at that.
Yeah, I
know
was in
it.
I was in a silly mood, and I was just blowing up the gloves and like putting it on my face and covering my nose and blowing it up with my nose, and I would call myself Dr. Hand.
Waiting for the doctor to come into the waiting room, right?
Right, and I
And
like
you stole the whole box of gloves, and Mom put it in your stash 16 years later, and we need them. I use them every day.
Hell yeah. To donate those.
yeah, Dad. I remember.
Yep.
I remember
Actually,
it made.
these get on really good.
I remember it made you laugh a lot, so I kept doing it, and then I must have taken the box so I could make you laugh again. And I'm glad
Yes,
I
I
can.
believe that was it, and I think that
Oh,
was the start of your stand-up career.
No, that was the start of my OCD.
Might be a good bit to go back to.
My head's too big and the gloves
Yeah,
are too
Howie
small these days.
Mandel and you.
Yeah, I'm surprised how well these gloves fit. I've had nothing but water for 6 weeks, 7 weeks now, as far as a beverage goes.
Drinking Coke Zero and water. Yeah.
Who gives a shit?
How about Mendocino Farms, Ricky? Are they on? Do they have free delivery?
Everyone says they have free delivery, and then there's the taxes and fees that they just make up. It's kind of like the rug names that they make up. They just say, "All right, we'll deliver it for free, but the taxes and handling is $7.20."
Okay, I like to attest to that. It may be different in Los Angeles, but for $9.99 a month, I joined Dash Pass, which they say the same thing: free delivery and lower fees. And as long as I give a $12 order, they give me 183 choices. I pay the tip, of course, and my fee is usually no more than $2, and it's free delivery, and they've been very fair about it.
So shout out to DoorDash.
If it's the same in your locale, especially, maybe it's just Cleveland. I don't know.
I'm using Grubhub a lot, you know.
Yeah, I scan them all.
And Uber.
But because I have the Dash Pass thing, I tend to do that, although Uber has a lot of free opportunities for free delivery.
The two restaurants I want that won't deliver to these fuck.
Yeah.
It's, you know, it's like one of those things,
Yeah.
you know? Where are you going to go?
Right.
Hey guys,
Yeah,
this is really good stuff.
Yeah. It's just the two of us getting stoned again. That's what it is every time.
I want to hear about what's going on while you guys are isolated in the house. Teddy's cooking a lot. Dad, you're drinking a lot of water, but where's the goods? Teddy, what's really happening?
This is what's happening. All right, I'm watching the market. All right.
No.
I switch over to.
I'm saying what's happening with the house. Not how are you keeping your time?
The house is nice. I'm cleaning the fucking house. I made a man cave downstairs.
Look
it's
where
fucking
he
amazing.
is.
Take you around. Let me take you around. Hold on. Let me take you around.
Show us what you've done. This is what I want to see.
Hold on. All right. Here's my TV, right? I got my record player.
This used to be storage. When Teddy redid the house, they just threw everything down here and did nothing to it. And more recently, he wanted to get the band to practice down here, and he cleaned it all up and set it up with posters that he bought. Show him the posters, Teddy. Yeah, look.
You see these posters?
Look at some of that stuff. The Reefer Madness one, that's awesome.
We got some more posters down
There's
there.
the Cream album.
We have Wilson Pickett show.
That's an album cover. Disraeli Gears.
Our time,
Wilson
letting us
Pickett.
really look at these posters. There's something he had drawn on the
That's,
boardwalk. That's Teddy on the right, and Mitch Hedberg on the left.
Forever.
Who is that on the
That's
left,
Friends
Teddy?
Forever. That's Hank. That's
Oh,
Hank
it is
and
Hank.
me.
Okay.
And then we
Okay.
have
Right.
Hey, wait, go
Austin
back.
on
Teddy,
the door
Teddy,
there.
go back.
His
Teddy,
son
back.
playing the guitar. Dad wants to see it. Dad wants to see the thing. Teddy didn't hear him. Dad is giving up.
Yeah, who was that? Was that Austin?
I believe
There
it's
it is.
Daniel. I mean,
Is
Austin,
that Austin
yes.
or Daniel?
Yeah, that's Austin.
Austin.
Yeah.
Austin.
Okay.
We got
Right.
some books. We got a sombrero on the wall. There's a picture of Babe Ruth
Mickey
and Hank Aaron.
Mantle.
Look at that. There's
There's
Billy
Teddy.
Joel. And we have a lot of
There's the studio we
speakers
did. Look.
lining the walls, kind of like my aunt, but she has soap lining her walls. Also, with that she has soap and a lot of ice soft drinks, likes them because she feels they're healthy like water. Yep. Now we're looking at the drums. We have
He's
more
got a whole
posters.
studio there. That looks great, Teddy.
For those of you who are listening on iTunes and not watching, you are missing one hell of a tour. There's a spinning fan. There's another person on a wall there. Look at this. He's showing us.
It
he's
used to
showing
be
us
a
all
dump.
the
Now
stuff.
it looks nice.
Look at it. Now look at this. There's Bob Dylan or Bob Marley.
That's Bob Marley. That's Teddy's good friend, Bob Marley.
There is Jackie
Bob.
Gleason. And there is a
Berry.
poster of the Doors. And
No, that's
then
traffic.
right below that, there's a
Stevie
picture of the
Winwood,
Beacon
not one of
Theater
Matthew's
of
mine
John Mull, the
favorites, by the
Blues
way.
Breakers.
John
and
Mayall,
Tim,
that's different.
Tim Robbins. There's the blues concert
Lee
with Ray
Hooker, now
Charles,
you're
Stevie
talking.
Wonder, and
Johnny
Steve
Cash.
Buscemi and Gloria
Come on,
Esteban.
that's some really nice poster stuff
And this,
there.
we're going to go back and look at some
ZZ
posters
Top.
we already saw. There's some ZZ Top, who's not to be mistaken with ZZ
Okay.
Sabathia, who was one of my favorite pitchers of all time. Here's my favorite MLB players, Dad, in order, okay? And tell me if any of these are in your top 5.
Oh, whoa.
Okay.
Oh, wait, I'll tell you in a second, Dad. We have more posters Teddy wants to show us. Oh, Teddy got it frozen on, doesn't know how to turn the camera around. There's the number 1,
3D. That's
3D, Teddy's
band,
own,
yes.
3D. And to the right, we have another 3D poster. Look at that. See it loud, see it now. That's Teddy Wender in 3D.
Hold on.
Oh,
Check
he has
this out.
more he wants to show us. He's flipping the camera back around,
Anniversary and
holding the phone like a dad,
anniversary
right
of
under the chin.
3D.
I'm trying to listen to him.
3D
Shut up, Ricky. Go ahead, Ted.
3D anniversary of SNL will be May 3rd. 40
that.
years.
What does
40
it have
years
to do
since
with
you,
your 3D posters?
because he was on
40
SNL 40 years ago with that band,
SNL.
3D.
Anniversary.
I got it.
Okay.
L'chaim, Mazel Tov.
L'chaim. You know, I mean, how many bands get to go on Saturday Night Live? You know, I mean,
I
out
don't
of all
know.
the bands,
How many
40
episodes? You'd say
years.
there's
Let's
probably
30 shows a week.
25 episodes,
Yeah,
is what I
you
would
know,
guess.
like-
1,200.
So,
maybe like
1,300
2%.
only.
maybe 2% of every band of the whole, all the bands in the world.
Maybe you can
know
get
what I'm
Ricky some
saying?
footage of that he can show on this podcast.
It's you can get it on Amazon for 99 cents on Amazon.
Won't you draw the king of diamonds, boy? She'll beat you if she's able.
slow down. Keep up with the rhythm.
You know, the queen of hearts is always your best bet. Now it seems to me some fine things have been laid upon your table, but you only want the ones that you can't get. Desperado.
It's good too.
Oh, you ain't getting no younger. Your fame and your hunger, they're driving you wild. And freedom, well, in freedom, it's just some people talking. This prisoner is walking through this world all alone.
Thank you guys so much for tuning in to Take Your Shoes Off podcast.
Holy shit.
That was Teddy
Thanks for
Wender.
coming.
I'll check it out. I'll splurge.
So, Dad,
Anyway,
Yeah.
I want to talk to you because real hardcore goblins of the podcast have watched all the episodes and they know everything there is to know about Big Rick Glassman, the TYSO host. But for people that may not know, they don't know that when I was younger, I wasn't this athlete that I am today. I wasn't this strong alpha jock. I was a fucking nerd who played Magic the Gathering and took pottery and dance classes. Meanwhile, my older brother, Matt, was this baseball player, and you and Matt talked about baseball all the time, and you hated me because you thought I was gay. You remember that, Dad? No, guys, I'm just joking. I actually don't know if I'm allowed to make those kind of jokes. That's not true.
Well,
That's not
Ricky,
true.
first of all, Ricky,
I'm sorry.
I
Bleep
took
that out.
dancing lessons when I was your age. I took tap dancing lessons, and I took regular dancing lessons.
I didn't know you took tap dancing lessons. Could I see something that you learned?
Not really right now, but I got to tell you something what you probably didn't know. My mom sent me to 3 different kinds of dance etiquette classes from between when I was in the 6th grade and the 8th grade, or 5th grade and 8th grade. One of them was
which one?
Dave Morgenstern tap dancing. Pardon?
You know, the throwaway
then-
jokes are really tough on this thing.
I'm not joking.
No, I'm muddying this whole fucking thing up.
Muddy it up, baby. Maybe you didn't have too many edibles.
It's a chocolate talking. It's a chocolate.
Right. All
Okay.
I'm saying is that I went to tap dancing lessons. I went to something called Florence Shapiro, okay, where it was supposed to teach you how to be a gentleman. And in 7th grade, we'd go on Friday night, and there'd be like 15 girls that wanted to do like society, and 15 guys who had to wear coats and ties, and they were all dressed up, and we had to do foxtrot lessons, and she had calypsos in her hand, and do this and do that. And then we'd all go to ice cream after that. I had to do that all through 7th grade. So
Oh my God.
nothing
That's
to
torture.
be ashamed about wanting to dance and do pottery.
No, I wasn't ashamed. I was
Boy,
just
that's
trying to set
weird.
up the baseball game. But what does society, girls that want to go to society, mean?
At that time back then, it was like the, what do you call it? Cotillion ball, the country club, the British
Coming out parties.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah, that
the,
kind of stuff.
shit,
You know,
you know?
right.
The Sweet 16 shit.
Thank
Right.
you. Right.
They bring them into the public for the
Ricky,
first time.
Ricky, you
Yeah,
have no
big party.
idea how different things were when Teddy and I grew up as opposed to when you grew up.
Well, you guys had cell phones and the internet back then, right?
No shit.
Yeah.
No way.
We had Bonanza and Car 54. Where are you?
Yeah.
Both which I watched recently.
The honeymooners. That was
That
one
would
of
be
the
a
big
good
ones.
name for a
Yeah.
weed, Teddy. Car 54, where are you? Weed flavor.
Excellent.
Yeah.
It's kind of like I can't find my
For a
bike.
week. You know, well, the best one I had when I came to LA was the Snoop Dogg.
Yeah.
After
That was the
that.
best. That was the best quality we've ever had.
Oh,
that was
fucking A.
lay it
That
out,
was good.
smoke it out. One toke
Stupid.
can't drive Schmee.
Well, Dad, what's the other
I love
thing?
the Snoop.
yeah.
Dad, you
Right.
emphasized quality as if it was the best quality, but not the best something else. What else is there?
I thought he was talking about the name. I thought he was talking about the name of Snoop Dogg
Got you. Yes.
as the coolest name.
Right.
And the name was good, but it was definitely, goes to the top 3.
at
I
the
would say for
time.
sure pot we've ever smoked. Yeah.
I mean, at the time. The old days,
Right.
it was just sour diesel.
Right.
You
That's
know,
Teddy's favorite, Sour Diesel. Any of you goblins are aware if you're watching, Teddy and Steve 1 and 2, that his favorite is Sour Diesel.
Well, OG. You know what OG stands for?
Original gangster.
I think it's original grower, to tell you the truth.
Well, I would say that you're wrong. Confidently. Now, Dad, what I wanted to say to you was that when I was younger, Teddy,
For
not
Murder
now.
Mountain, I would.
Hold on. I want to say this. Dad, when I was younger, you and Matt really connected over baseball, and I didn't know much about it. And over the past few months, I've been reading up a lot on the Major League and the National League, and I've learned a lot about baseball, and I wanted to show you and impress you with some of my baseball knowledge. So if you have any
Sure.
questions, you could ask me. But let me just, at first I want to open up by letting you know now that I'm so big into baseball, I want to tell you my top favorite MLB and players of all time. Are you ready? And tell me if any of these guys
sure,
are your
let's hear it.
favorite.
I am.
All right.
If my guy ain't in there, you're in trouble.
Oh,
Go
don't
ahead.
worry. All these guys are going to be your guys. That's how good they are. Well, Albert Pujols,
Okay.
love. Okay. I know I'm going to get a lot of shit for this, but Derek the Hitman Jeter, the guy's impressive. Okay, he's impressive on and off the field. CC
Teddy won't
Sabathia.
argue that decision with you.
CC Sabathia. Maybe I'm biased because of where I come from, but CC Sabathia and Albert Bell,
Is this all time?
all time. But my number one of all time is Carlos. Nope, I take that back. I do love Baerga, but I was going to say is Nomar Garciaparra. I love Nomar Garciaparra. I love the way I love what he does. He's also what he's done. And by the way, the Cardinals this year. Have you been watching the Cardinals? What they've been doing?
Ricky, the fact that you pronounce Nomar's name correctly could be one of the most impressive things you've ever done that I can tell.
Dad, if you think that's
Let me
impressive,
say
take a
this
look at
too.
this.
Man, you don't need that big of a floor. Ricky, by the way, you said that you knew nothing about baseball, and Matthew and I bonded on baseball. When I think of the difference that what you knew and that Matthew knew, it was the 50 states.
Yeah, 50 states. I can't even tell you.
Matthew knew them all at 3 years old, and you still don't know them all.
I know them, Dad. I actually know them all, and I could tell them to you in alphabetical order. Alabama, Alaska, Arizona, Arkansas, California, Colorado, Connecticut, Delaware, Georgia, Idaho, Indiana, Maine, and Ohio, New York, Vermont, Virginia, Washington, Pennsylvania, West Virginia, South Dakota, Wyoming, and Washington.
Forgot New Jersey.
New Jersey.
I forgot a lot, but it's very impressive. I think you're reading off the Florida teleprompter there.
Thank you.
Those are the people that died from coronavirus.
He's looking at the count on CNN. You're exactly right.
Sorry to laugh at that. All right.
It's okay.
Do you, Dad, ask me any baseball trivia? I want to show you how much I know.
Okay. When was the last time the Indians were in the World Series?
2016. Lost to the Cubs in Game 7. And I'll tell you something. I haven't cried that hard since earlier that year when the Cavs took the championship for the first time ever. Any more questions?
I don't know
it
where
all.
you're reading from or who's helping you, but that's impressive.
What can I be reading from?
I would know that.
I remember going to Hawaii. I remember going to Hawaii in October, end of October in 2016, and I was meeting a girl, and I was watching at the bar. Oh man, Albert Pujols.
Ricky, that was the year that you were so kind as to buy me and Matthew tickets to the game.
Of course.
That was the World Series you bought us tickets to.
I never told you this.
You don't remember that.
I remember buying you the tickets, but I never told you this.
And by the way, then Teddy and Austin came in the next day and went to Game 2 where we sat front row. Remember that, Teddy? We were on TV at the World Series.
That was great.
Yeah. You paid a good penny for those seats.
Who cares?
We had fun. Yes, Ricky, that was the 2016 World Series.
Well, the 1997 World Series was one I'll never forget. And you know who my favorite pitcher on that team was? Oral Hershiser.
Oh, it's a fucking Nazi.
No, Oral. I sat next to Oral and his wife on a plane. They were very nice.
Didn't you sit in front of Kareem Abdul-Jabbar one time?
Like that.
Yeah, Teddy, let me tell you this story. So I'm flying back from Cleveland after the 2018 NBA Finals. No, it was after the who cares? It was about after the Eastern Finals, after the Celtics game. And I'm flying back to Cleveland, and I'm flying first, and I walk on, and in the back row of first class, sitting down, who was doing commentary, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. The one person that you would never want sitting behind you because of how long his legs are. So I'm sitting on the plane and I'm sitting in my seat, and I made a point not to stare at Kareem because I saw everybody else doing it. And I feel like celebrities feel if you don't treat them like a celebrity, they want to do your podcast. Anyway, so I'm sitting down, people are taking pictures, and they're not even asking him. He's a little uncomfortable, and all I'm doing is waiting for a calm in the storm so I could turn around and ask him, like I ask everybody who sits behind me,
would you mind if I went back a little bit?
So I can only ask one time.
You don't ask that of Kareem. You just don't.
Yeah,
you just respect the man and stay upright for the flight. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
I hear what you're saying.
I would do that. No. Okay. I mean, that's like calling him Lou Alcindor. Hey, Lou, can you move?
Oh, that's so funny. Oh.
Go ahead, Ricky. Go ahead. Tell the rest of your story. Hey, Lou.
Oh. For those of you who don't know, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar's birth name was Lou Alcindor, and then for religious reasons changed it, so it would just be disrespectful. I don't know if I'm high, and that's why I'm explaining it. Maybe that's common knowledge. Anyway, yeah, I'm gonna wait for Dad to get back from his cup of water. Teddy, could you come a little closer to the camera?
Oh yeah, absolutely. How's that?
Yeah, that's good. So I wanted to go first class because I need extra leg room, and if they don't have extra leg room available, you got to do first class. I was so excited about it because of the leg room. So then when I got on the plane and I saw it's Kareem, I understand. But that's what am I, chopped liver? So we take off.
First class is very comfortable without reclining.
We take off, and we're in the air, and I have a moment where I feel confident. This is a moment that the best I could explain it, and maybe you gentlemen, it's been a long time since you've gone on a first date as a teenager, but I remember going to the movies and wanting to either kiss the girl or hold the girl's hand, and you have one moment during the movie, and then if you miss that moment, it's like you're never going to have that. It's not full confidence, but I knew in that moment this was the most confidence I'll have during the flight. I asked him, I said, "Hey man, would you mind if I reclined a little bit?" And he said, "Go back all the way. Don't worry about it. I have plenty of room." So you know what I did? I went back halfway out of respect.
That's what I would have done. Actually, yeah, just a slight incline.
I just don't want to be 90 degrees.
I agree. Very nice.
Dad, you're disappointed?
Tastefully done.
Oh, I mean, probably. I know everybody says LeBron and Michael, but he gets thrown out of the conversation. If he's not one or two, he's definitely the third best player that ever played the game.
I agree.
Well, there's a lot of guys you could put in there. I mean, I have certain favorites too, but if last time I checked, he's still the leading scorer in the history of the NBA.
Before we talk about our favorite NBA players, could we talk about some of your favorite MLB players?
Yeah, sure. We can talk a lot. Yeah.
I find that baseball...
You mentioned one of my favorite MLB players.
Sabathia?
So where was the top five? All time? Are you guys crazy?
Listen, Hank Aaron was great, and Jim Thome was fantastic, okay? But...
they don't belong in the same breath.
Yeah? Well, you know what they both have in common?
Yeah.
Baseball.
Yeah, baseball. One of my favorite Cleveland Indians ever was Albert Bell. I loved Albert Bell.
Albert Bell lived near us. Remember?
Yeah. You're thinking of Eddie Murray.
Oh, that was Eddie Murray, right? Who is not to be mistaken with Eddie Murphy, and we'll put up a side-by-side right now with Eddie Murray and Eddie Murphy.
He also shouldn't be confused with Dave, our landscaper.
Right, we're going to put up a picture.
Quite often think is Eddie Murray.
Yeah, Dave, our
I got some trivia for you.
Hold on, one sec, Teddy. I want to throw up a side-by-side. But hold on, Teddy, one moment. Dave, who is a wonderful man who I don't think has aged in 30 years, and Eddie Murray do look very similar.
Oh, he's a great guy.
And we're going to put up
Dave.
We're going to put up a picture now, 1 second, of Dave, the guy who does the lawn, and Eddie Murray, the guy who does the baseball.
Landscaper.
Okay, now here's something, Dad, that the audience doesn't know that I tricked them. I actually put Dave the landscaper's face on Eddie Murray and Eddie Murray's on the other. This is what they actually look like. Okay.
Well done, Ricky. Well done.
And now we're going to put my dad's face on Eddie Murphy.
All right.
And now we're going to put Teddy's face on Albert Bell. And now we're going to put my face on Dave, the person the landscaper. And now we're going to put Teddy's face on Donald Trump. And now we're going to put Donald Trump's face on Uncle Bob. Okay, and we're back. That just cost me $500.
Shout out to Uncle Bob, by the way, bringing groceries to my mom all the time.
Yeah, Uncle Bob.
Uncle Bob.
Hey, Robert, I hope you're feeling good. Hope you're feeling good, Rob.
You know, we'll cut to a little clip of Uncle Bob. Well, it is my pleasure to introduce the world's best economic development and client advocate of internet bandwidth and fixed voice communications, because it is time to meet Uncle Bob.
It's Uncle Bob.
Uncle Bob.
Hello, Uncle Bob.
Hi, Uncle Bob.
Hey now.
Hey now.
Hey now.
Okay.
All right. What Yankee pitcher did I?
What?
Whitey Ford. Whitey
Oh, you
Ford.
you already blew the fuck. You blew it. Yes, you're correct.
Go
I
ahead.
live next to
Ask the
Whitey
question.
Ford.
Ask the question.
The
What's the
question
question?
was, what great Yankee pitcher, maybe one of the 5 great Yankee pitchers of all time, did I live next to when I was growing up?
Ryan Sandberg.
And the answer to that is Whitey Ford. You don't even know, Ricky, you can't know who Whitey Ford is, but he was one of the greatest. He was one of the greatest.
Whitey Ford
Still alive.
won 3 champions in 57, 58, 61, and 64. And he was the first pitcher. He was the first pitcher to ever pitch for the Yankees without a pinstripe uniform, which was for 2 games in 63. Do you remember that? CC's about to pitch both games back to back. Back then, that used to happen.
Yeah.
Ricky, was he a righty or a lefty? Was he a righty or a
Ambidextrous.
lefty?
That's a bullshit question. That's a bullshit question. That's a trick question.
No, it's not.
He pitched both, but he was most successful as a left-handed pitcher, and that was the first generation that started to switch up lineups based on hands.
Can't believe you pulled up Whitey Ford, but he was one of the best. And I know in Teddy's house there's a picture of Austin getting an autograph signed at his front door.
And Mickey, we used to hang out. I used to see Mickey over there. I mean, it was like
Wait a minute, Ricky.
that was a
Ricky,
hangout
who's he
for those
talking
guys.
about?
What do you think,
Don't
Mickey
answer,
Mouse? He's
Who's
talking
he
about Mickey
when he
Mantle,
says
one of the
Mickey?
greatest to ever play the game. I love baseball. Besides my Topps Fleer Ken
better
Griffey
than
rookie, my Mickey Mantle rookie is my prized possession.
Ricky,
I got
who
a
did
trivia question.
Mickey Murray replace? Who was the Yankee center fielder before Mickey Mantle came on?
Give me a hint.
His first name was Joe, and he was in the coffee business.
Joe Dumars. Oh, no. Joe Folgers. Joe Folgers.
Right.
My second guess would have been Joe Coffee Bean. That's Joe Coffee Bean.
Or maybe Joe, Mr. Coffee, Joe DiMaggio.
Or Joe Nespresso DiMaggio.
Joe is the great DiMaggio. Hey.
Fucking, I love baseball.
All right, so listen, Mickey Mantle's competition. Who is Mickey Mantle's competition?
What do you mean? Who did he play against?
Who was like who was they always comparing Mickey against?
Willie Mays.
Bingo.
How about him, Ricky?
My
you know about Willie
favorite
Mays?
player.
I do know about Willie Mays. I'll
The best fucking player that ever lived.
Willie Mays was the
best player
inspiration
that ever
for
lived.
Major League's Willie Mays Hayes, played by Wesley Snipes, and he will put up a picture of Lamorne Morris as Wesley Snipes. Now here's Lamorne as Tiger Woods. Can I tell you who one of my favorite Yankees is that flies under the radar? Roger Morris. Roger Morris was one of the greatest to ever play the game, but never started a game.
You mean Roger Maris?
Yeah.
Roger Maris, jerk. It was Mantle and Maris with the fucking
And Hank
kick-ass
Buer.
fucking
You can't forget about Hank Buer.
team.
The M&M boys.
Hank Bauer.
Well, what do you think about who?
Hey, Boer.
Wasn't he the lead in 24?
No. How about Joe Pepitone?
Yeah.
Wasn't he on that team?
Joe Pepitone.
Tony Kubek, Bobby Richardson,
Marv
Clete
Thornberry.
Boyer, Elston Howard.
Marv
There you
Thornberry
go.
was one of
They're
my
all there,
favorite
yeah.
baseball players that is also an ice cream flavor.
Like blueberry cheesecake.
Yeah.
All right, listen, I think my chicken parmesan is getting cold.
Yeah. This was nice catching up with you guys and talking about one of my favorite things in the world, Rocky and the
MLB.
You got. All right, listen, kid, you got a lot of editing to do.
Yeah, this episode is going to be 9
Chop,
minutes.
Ricky.
Chop.
I hope it comes out as good as some of the other ones.
Yeah,
By the
chop
way,
this down in like 7 minutes, all right? Yeah.
Wait a minute, but by the way, I like to shout out to all you Goblin fans out there that have made Teddy and Steve Volume 1 and Volume 2 such huge successes. And we hope that we can reach out to you and say, stay safe, stay healthy, stay apart, and hopefully we'll see you live again in the studios.
Everyone stay well.
For Volume 4.
Stay well. Wear your masks for a while.
Wear your masks for a while.
All right. Don't share joints. Everyone have their own joints.
It's good advice, Teddy. Good advice.
But I listen. Everyone gets your own fucking joint. It's not that, I mean, what's the big deal? We can
Or
save lives.
Get your own pipes.
We can save lives.
Have plenty of them.
All right, love you
Save
guys.
lives
Right.
that way, all right?
All right.
Love you guys.
Love you too, Ricky. Bye.
Stay
Bye.
well, Rick.
Love you.
Stay safe.
Well, Glassman Boppers, TYSO Goblins. How do I end this? Do I say, I want to say how I felt, which was it was hard to connect because I couldn't hear everybody, and I was aware that they couldn't hear everybody, and there was a bit of a delay, and I'm doing the best I can, all right? This quarantine shit is fucking tough. Okay, talking to people on the phone and on satellite, it ain't easy. So do me a favor. If you don't like it,
Why don't you get on your fucking knees and tell me you love me?
Home Alone.
Scoot doo, blabbity blue.